welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, the time has finally come to look at the best top 10 cleansers. Now this was particularly difficult because there's so many different categories of cleansers. You guys know, right? Oil cleansers, foam cleansers, gel cleansers, what else? Cleansing balms, etc. So this was very, very difficult. And so make sure to check out for my shorts tomorrow where I'll be uploading all of the other cleansers that didn't really make it to the top 10 but was so close, because I have so much love. I love all of them, but it's just I don't want to make this video so long. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, starting off with the category of cleansing oils. You guys know I'm more of a cleansing oil type of gal. I just feel like they're so much more easier. You know, they get the job done in one go. They remove everything. And so that's why I love cleansing oils. I have tried out literally every single one in the market, at least in terms of Kbeauty. So let's go. First product, I have to mention this. Oh my gosh, this brings back so many good memories. It is the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil. Now, if you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know I never ever mention like high-end products. I'm just like, what's the point? But this cleansing oil was so good that I didn't really mind that it was 70,000 won, which is pretty expensive, because I just fell in love with the formulation. Just straight off the bat, I don't like thick cleansers, like thick oil cleansers, because it feels like it takes a lot more time to get rid of them, and so I do prefer light cleansing oil types, and are very easy to wash off but still are able to remove all of my makeup. So when I do my makeup, I always put on like waterproof mascara, which are very, very difficult to remove, and so that's why I need my cleansing oil to be fuerte but still light enough. And this was a cleansing oil that was like perfect. This was it. And this also is composed of very fancy ingredients like jasmine, vitamin E, and sorry I didn't memorize it, sunflower seed oil, jojoba seed oil, and olive oil. But I felt really guilty about recommending this to you guys every single time, because not that there's anything bad or wrong with wanting to use expensive products, but I'm just like, there has to be a dupe for this. There has to be an affordable option. And I was on a hunt, I gotta say, for, I'm not kidding, for like a year or something. I was like, I have to find it for you guys, and I did. And the dupe that I found is the Skin 104 Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. This honestly performs identical, and it feels really similar. It's also light. It gets the job done removing my waterproof mascara, and it washes off easily. Perfect. And this is only $22 for the same amount of milk, which is 200 ml. So it's like a fraction of the price. That's why I kind of stopped mentioning this, because hello, we have a new, more affordable girl in town, and that's why I do like using this. But this will forever be like my first love, like an expensive first love, I will say. But yeah, make sure to check this out as well. This is also another great cleansing oil. It has Centella in it, and also 6 plant essential oils. Now, I wouldn't say that this is the most gentle cleansing oil for your face, obviously, because they're able to remove all of that makeup off. They're potent, and they do kind of leave my skin leaving a little stripping, and that's why I don't use like a second cleanser. I feel like that's enough for my skin, but they get the job done, especially when I have full face of makeup on. So make sure to check these out. Brings back so much memories. Alright, the next cleansing oil I have is, wow, Shein OG. I think this cleansing oil has been around for more than a decade, and it still remains popular for a very good reason, and it is the Nature Republic, the Chamomile, Forest Garden Chamomile Cleansing Oil. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. This is such a classic, and I still love using this. First off, let's get the obvious stated. It is so big. It is very big, and it only retails for like 29,000 won if I'm not mistaken. So that's a steal. That's a bang for your buck. So if you guys, inflation is crazy, everything's so expensive. I'm adulting right now because I'm an adult, and I'm just like, why is just like breathing, just being able to breathe in this country, is you gotta pay for everything, you know? So likewise, it's a cleansing oil, and it's a tiny bit thicker, a hair thicker than the 2 cleansing oils that I've just mentioned, but still very light, and it's not greasy, which I know you guys might be like, So it's a cleansing oil. It's supposed to be greasy. But if you use a lot of cleansing oils or cleansing balms, you guys know that there's some products that just feel really greasy, in the sense that no matter how much you're washing it off with water, it feels like they're still there and you can't get rid of the residue, which imparts to the feeling of them being greasy. These ones, all of the cleansing oils that I'm mentioning today are like super lightweight. They're not greasy. They wash off really easily, because I've noticed I'm very picky with my cleansing oils, and I can tell straight off the bat if I like them or not with just one use. So the whole concept behind this cleansing oil is that it's calming as chamomile, forest garden, and it also has macadamia jojoba and sunflower seed oils. Now I also have these two cleansing oils that were kind of like, they were like the nominees for being the dupes for the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleanser, and these two feel very similar to the Nature Republic one, and I just wanted to give them a brief mention because I think they're also great. So here I have the Neogen Calming Cicatrix Micellar Cleansing Oil, and then here I have the Cica Clear Cleansing Oil. This one's empty. I already emptied this one out. This is my second bottle. Both of them are very light. They get the job done, like I said, and they're very pleasant to use. Now, the reason why these didn't make it as the dupe for the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil, Soothing Cleansing Oil, is that I've noticed that they don't always 100% remove my waterproof mascara completely. It's like a bit of a gamble. On some days they'll remove it, on some days they won't. And I guess this depends on like how detailed I was, or how much waterproof mascara I had, or how long I had the makeup on for. So there were these factors, but they weren't like a go-to. They weren't a safe bet, and that's why, even though they felt really similar, they didn't make it. So bear that in mind, but they still work amazingly. Very good. All right, the next cleansers I got for you guys is a little bit different, in the sense that if the cleansers I just showed you guys are really potent, they kind of strip the skin from all of the moisture, but you know, they get the job done. The next one is a little bit more gentle, and I present to you guys the beplain Greenful Cleansing Oil. And yes, she done. I forgot to purchase a new one for this video, and this was a cleansing oil that I didn't know I was falling in love with. It was very gradual. I was not aware of, but I found myself legitimately just reaching out for it and like trying to look for it when I was cleansing my skin. So this is a cleansing oil that is a bit more gentle, and so this is my cleansing oil that I reach out for when I only have physical SPF on. When I have just chemical SPF on and no makeup, I just use like gentle gel cleansers or second cleansers, and that's it. They will get the job done. But when it comes to physical SPFs, you guys know they're very sticky, pasty, give you that white cast, and they are really hard to cleanse off. And so that's why I need to use a cleansing oil, an oil balm, any sort of type. But I don't want to use a cleansing oil that's too stripping, like the really potent ones, because I only have physical SPF on, I don't have any other makeup on, and I just don't want to agitate. I just don't want to give another reason to strip away all the moisture, and this is perfect for that. With that being said, this will not remove your makeup, mascara, so don't reach out for it when you are looking for that, but it works perfectly when you have a bit of physical SPF. So this cleansing oil is also another great lightweight refreshing cleansing oil infused with green mung bean. That is their whole concept. It's great for calming, and you know, in general, like beplain has really great cleansing products, and you'll see why in a second, but this is also another great cleansing oil that I highly recommend. All right, moving on to my second favorite type of cleansing product, Switch Out Milk Cleanser. You guys really need to try this type of cleansers if you're serious about repairing your skin barrier. These worked amazingly for me, so I have brought these two. Ta-da! First, I have the DEWYTREE High Amino All Cleansing Milk and MAKEPREM a daily cleansing. No, damn. Save Me Relief Moisture Cleansing Milk. I always get the name out. It's very confusing. So milk cleansers in general are cleansers that have the appearance of like this milky lotiony formula, and these won't bubble up, these won't foam up, these won't lather on your skin, but they literally feel like you have like a lotion on, and that's why for some people it might not feel enough. But that is exactly why these are awesome if you want to repair your skin barrier and make sure that it's not stripping away too much of your skin's moisture, which is very, very precious in order to maintain a healthy skin barrier. Now, with that being said, they're not here to remove your waterproof mascara or your full face of makeup. No siree, no siree. They won't do any of that stuff. But I do like to reach out for them when I've just been at home the whole day and I have a bit of like dust, you know, skincare residue from my morning routine or a bit of chemical SPF, and they will do. They feel extremely soft and lotion-like, and it almost feels like I'm kind of moisturizing my skin at the same time. It really does feel that way because they're so creamy and they have that really nice lush texture. So these two, like I've mentioned, are the ones that I love. The DEWYTREE High Amino All Cleansing Milk has amino acids in it, which has NMFs, natural moisturizing factors, that's going to deliver all the nutrients and moisture to the skin while you cleanse. So that's great. And then we also have the MAKEPREM, which is also a very, very calming one. Now, in terms of the formulation, I honestly don't see like a huge difference. Granted, I haven't used too many milk cleansers like I've used so many cleansing oils. So I'm sure if I do get to use more cleansing milks, I'll be able to catch on to the nuances. But so far, I feel like they're kind of similar. So I am more biased because I feel like this lasted me way more. I feel like this was like the Mary Poppins of milk cleansers. I was like, when is this gonna run out? So I am a little biased, but both are great. Both are great, guys. Moving on to the next category, you have foam cleansers. Now, I will tell you straight off the bat, I am not a big fan of foam cleansers, especially the ones that brands used to come out with before, which were really thick, lathery. And while that may have felt great when you're removing it, afterwards, it just felt so stripping. I was not a fan, and it didn't even do a good job of removing my waterproof mascara. So I'm just like, what's the point? But I do have a couple of foam cleansers that I do dearly love, and I actually enjoy using them. So let's jump into the first one. First, we have the beplain Greenful Peach Balanced Cleansing Foam. Yes, this is the second beplain cleansers. Like I said, beplain actually makes really, really great cleansing that are great for sensitive skin. You know, they're really gentle. This is also a cleansing product that I fell in love with without realizing it. So good job, beplain. You guys are doing an amazing job. This lathers up really nicely, foams up well, but it does not strip my skin and it does not leave my skin feeling parched dry. Likewise, this also has mung bean extract, which removes impurities from the pores, and it also retains like the moisture and hydration in your skin. So this is an awesome cleansing foam to check out. And also next we have the Calm. This is their Heartleaf Calming Cleansing Foam. Likewise, this is also a product that foams up really well, but doesn't strip my skin. You guys see like a common theme here. I already have the cleansing oils to strip my skin from the moisture, and so ooh, water, yes, this is not good. This has chameleon plant, heartleaf, and centella, so it has an array of calming ingredients. But like I said, I just love this because it foams up well, but doesn't strip my skin at all. So not at all. It does strip my skin to a certain extent, but it's not bad. All right, last cleansing foam that I have is a Real Barrier Cream Cleansing Foam. I just feel like they did an amazing job with the naming because of like the cream cleansing foam name, it's primed me. And so it feels like whenever I'm using this, I'm legit using a cream to cleanse my face, which is a very nice sensation because creams are more, obviously, as we all know, lush, nourishing. It honestly feels like I'm moisturizing my skin at the same time, which I know is kind of crazy. Is it though? Now, Real Barrier actually makes great, awesome, very nourishing products for extremely sensitive and dry skin, and I think that's why they stuck to like the cream concept. And they also put a lot of ceramides in their products. This also has their special patented ingredient MLE skin barrier formula, and it contains ceramide complex so that it helps prevent as much water loss as possible. And so I think that's why I feel like this doesn't feel too stripping on my skin, which is great. And it's supposedly supposed to feel like you've put on a cream after you've used this, but I feel like that's kind of reaching for the moon of that. That's kind of stretching it. That's taking it a bit too far. It doesn't feel like I have a cream on, but it doesn't feel stripping. So I do appreciate that. Amazing, amazing cleansing foam. All right, next I'm going to talk about a category that I feel like no one else uses but me. And these are bubble cleansers. Ta-da! So by definition, bubble cleansers are these products where once you pump, the product will come out as a bubble form. So they are super convenient. You don't need to take this extra seconds to foam up and lather up a product because they will just get the job done for you. Bubble cleansers also are very gentle. I think in terms of like the cleansing power or potency, they are on par with cleansing milks. So don't expect to wash off all your makeup because no. These will do the bare minimum when it comes to cleansing, but they're very gentle and they're very convenient, like I said. And that's why these are actually my choice for second cleansing if I ever do double cleansing, because they're so gentle. And the great thing about bubble cleansers that I personally really love is that, you know, sometimes when a cleansing product is really gentle, they don't foam up well. Even though I've noticed with the recent releases, there are a lot of great ones that do foam up well. But before, gentle cleansing products never used to foam up well, and that's why they never kind of gave me the sensation that I was doing a third job in cleansing my skin. But this, because it already comes out as bubble, I feel like I'm doing a really third job in cleansing my skin, and at the same time, it doesn't feel harsh or too stripping for the skin, and I think that's why I love them. I personally love them. So here I have the one from MAKEPREM. This is the Hyaluronic Shot. This is also very, very affordable. A great bang for the buck, if you will. You guys know MAKEPREM is always on sale. So I believe this retail for like 25,000 won, somewhere in that sort, less than 30,000 won, I believe. This cleanser contains, like its name, hyaluronic acid, ceramide, and xylitol, and they also made it so that it prevents water loss as much as possible from your skin while cleansing your skin at the same time. And the great thing about this is that you legit only need one pump. Like, you press it and that's all you need, which is great because it makes life easier. And it's a lot. You get a lot of foam, and it's sufficient enough for me, which is saying a lot because I have a bigger face. Now, another bubble cleanser that I thought was worthy of introducing, and one that I genuinely like to use, is the one from Primera BH Bubble Peeling Cleanser. Now, this is also a bubble cleanser, so when you press it, you get the bubble form. But what was interesting is that this has 2% of salicylic acid. Now, hold up there. Last time I checked, regulations had it so that, in Korea at least, companies or brands weren't able to include salicylic acid over, I believe, 0.5%. You're not allowed. It's illegal. So I was like, 2%? That's very interesting. I did ask the brand managers, but I never got back an answer, so Primera, if you're watching, let us know. Let us know what's going on. But I can only infer that perhaps the regulations for cleansing products are a little different, which I can also infer that the effects are not going to be as potent as using perhaps a toner or a serum with 2% of salicylic acid, right? But still, because it has that 2% of salicylic acid, I don't know, because of priming effect or something, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of exfoliation done as I'm cleansing, but being very gentle at the same time on my skin. So this is definitely one that I do reach out for if I see some like clogged pores. I had like a little pimple right here and it disappeared. I don't know what made it go away. I feel like thorough cleansing plus a bit of chemical exfoliation really did help, because suddenly it was gone. I was like, I was really happy with myself. I was like, oh Sue, you're doing something right. You're doing cleansing right. You're doing skincare right. Oh, it also has AHA in it, BAHA in it, Asongcho. So this is a very interesting product that I also like to use from time to time. Last but not least, I have a gel cleanser, and of course the Rovectin Skin Essentials Conditioning Cleanser. I can never remember the name. Of course, Rovectin, right? This is such an amazing, affordable cleanser that I recommend to all skin types. Granted, there have been other great gel cleansers that I've discovered that I found to be less potent in terms of cleansing power than this one. Guys, this is kind of, you know, the cleansing power is up there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but afterwards I'm like, I feel a bit of tightness. It's not too bad. It's not like using a cleansing oil. But anyways, aside from that, this is such a great cleansing gel that I reach out for when I don't really have much going on, just a bit of chemical SPF. And I do genuinely enjoy the experience I have with this. So yeah, make sure to check it out. It's very, very affordable. Not even $20. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy my Rex best cleansers. Make sure to leave me your favorite cleanser so I can check it out. I did focus more on the experience and the formulation of these cleansers when explaining about them, because I feel like that's more important when it comes to especially cleansing products, because you're washing it off. So bear that in mind. But yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next